The Tower of London, England. With nearly 1,000 years of executions, torture, and royal intrigue, this fortress is said to be haunted by Anne Boleyn, beheaded wife of Henry VIII. Guards have seen her walking headless near the chapel where she's buried. Other spirits include ghostly children and a spectral bear that once frightened a soldier to death. Chuuk Lagoon, Micronesia. Beneath the tropical waters of Chuuk Lagoon lies what's known as World War II's Ghost Fleet. Over 60 Japanese warships were sunk here during an American airstrike in 1944. Divers exploring the sunken wrecks report eerie encounters with shadowy figures, the sounds of engines rumbling, and even ghostly pilots appearing in the cockpits of the submerged planes. What should be a peaceful dive spot has earned a reputation as a watery purgatory, where the past still lingers beneath the waves. Poveglia Island, Italy. Located between Venice and Lido, Poveglia was used as a quarantine zone during the Black Plague and later as an asylum. It's said that over 100,000 people died there. The soil reportedly contains a high percentage of human ash. Visitors report screams, moaning, and an oppressive energy so intense that it's been banned to the public. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. Once the most famous and expensive prison in the world, this Gothic fortress pioneered solitary confinement. Ghost sightings include shadowy figures, echoing footsteps, and distant cries. Tour guides and guests alike report sudden temperature drops and feeling like they're being watched. Leap Castle, Ireland. Known as one of the most haunted castles in the world, Leap Castle's bloody chapel saw a fratricide, where a priest was killed by his own brother. The castle is also home to the Elemental, a sinister presence with a decaying face and foul smell that appears during renovations or turmoil. Island of the Dolls, Mexico. Located in the canals of Xochimilco, this island is covered with hundreds of dolls hanging from trees. The caretaker began collecting them after finding a drowned girl nearby, believing the dolls kept her spirit calm. Visitors say the dolls move their heads, whisper, and even open their eyes. The Queen Mary, USA. This retired ocean liner, now docked in Long Beach, California, served as a luxury cruise ship and war vessel. The engine room, where a crew member was crushed, is especially active. Visitors report child spirits, water dripping from empty pools, and ghostly figures in 1930s attire. Paris Catacombs, France. Underneath Paris lie miles of tunnels containing the bones of over 6 million people. While officially only part of the catacombs is open to the public, explorers of the forbidden areas tell stories of ghostly whispers, disorientation, and never making it back out. Himeji Castle, Japan. This feudal-era castle is home to the ghost of Okiku, a servant wrongly accused of breaking a valuable plate. After being killed and thrown into a well, her spirit was said to rise at night, counting from 1 to 9 before letting out a bone-chilling scream. The well still exists, and some claim to hear her ghost counting, especially at night. La Recoleta Cemetery, Argentina. This ornate cemetery in Buenos Aires houses presidents, poets, and legends, and plenty of ghost stories. The most famous is Rufina Cambaceres, buried alive in 1902 after mistakenly being declared dead. Her tomb appears to show signs of forced exit. Witnesses have reported knocking from mausoleums and shadowy figures wandering at dusk. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Perched atop an ancient volcanic rock, Edinburgh Castle has seen centuries of battles and executions. A lone bagpiper, ordered to explore the underground tunnels centuries ago, vanished without a trace. His music is still heard today. Visitors report sudden cold drafts, apparitions, and the feeling of being watched. Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. This luxurious mountain resort has multiple ghost stories, including a bride who tripped and fell to her death on a marble staircase. Guests report seeing her dancing alone in the ballroom. Another is Sam the Bellman, a former employee who reportedly still helps guests decades after his death. Château de Trécesson, France. This medieval castle is home to the buried bride, a ghost said to have been sealed alive in the grounds by her brothers. Her pale figure is seen wandering the castle grounds on moonless nights. Her identity and fate remain unknown, and the mystery only adds to the chilling atmosphere. Lawang, Sewu, Indonesia. Built by the Dutch and later used by the Japanese during World War II, this former train office became a place of torture and death. Visitors report ghostly apparitions of female prisoners, flickering lights, and disembodied voices echoing through its many corridors. Paranormal teams have caught unexplained images and recordings inside. Ballygally Castle, Northern Ireland. Lady Isabel Shaw was locked in a tower by her husband and starved. Today, her ghost is known to knock on guest doors and appear in mirrors. The castle embraces its haunted history with ghost rooms and storytelling events, and the staff regularly share eerie tales passed down through generations. Fort George, Canada. Located in Halifax, this star-shaped citadel has a long military history and a reputation for hauntings. Soldiers have reported ghostly comrades, while visitors describe footsteps with no source, voices in empty rooms, and vanishing figures in period uniforms. The energy is especially intense in the lower barracks. Monte Cristo Homestead, Australia. Dubbed Australia's most haunted house, this Victorian manor in New South Wales has a chilling past. A caretaker was murdered on the grounds, a stable boy burned to death, and a mentally ill man was chained up in the caretaker's cottage for years. Visitors report eerie whispers, sudden cold spots, and ghostly figures appearing in photos. Bhangarh Fort, India. Often called the most haunted place in India, Bhangarh Fort is wrapped in legends of curses and doomed love. Locals believe anyone who stays overnight will never return. Myrtles Plantation, USA. Located in Louisiana, this antebellum plantation is said to be home to at least 12 ghosts. The most famous is Chloe, a former enslaved woman who allegedly poisoned the family, and now appears with a green turban in photos. Visitors have seen mirrors with ghostly handprints, phantom footsteps, and piano music in the dead of night. Dragsholm Castle, Denmark. This 1,000-year-old castle houses multiple spirits, including the White Lady, believed to be the daughter of a nobleman imprisoned by her father for falling in love with a commoner. Her skeleton was found in the walls during renovations. Guests report apparitions, sounds of carriage wheels, and mysterious lights. Subscribe for more content like this.